the common theme that I've seen from researching that stuff and from all the people that I talked to last year, helping them with saunas and detox and all that stuff, is that if you have a leaky gut, if you're not using intestinal binders with your sauna sessions, you are most likely stirring up, like a bee's nest, and you're not able to run away fast enough. And so what that means is two things are probably happening. This is unique to everyone's situation. It might be metals, it might be pesticides, it might be some other type of inorganic compound, or whatever it is. It's unique to your individual situation, but you're going in a sauna, you're probably taking other things like cilantro oil or other stuff that we won't even call them chelators. We'll just say you're stirring things up, right? The way that the body deals with things that it can't deal with is to store them away. And so when you start doing some of these things, they come out of hiding, they come out of storage, right? And so they begin circulating. And so the job of the body is to filter them out through the organs the best it can, excrete them the best that it can, and do all this stuff. The trouble with that is, if you already have stressed organs like I did, if your kidneys aren't working well, if your liver enzymes are really high, or your liver is stressed, all these things, if you have leaky gut, most likely things are being picked up or dragged out of hiding, so to say, when you do all this stirring up. And you're not latching onto them so that the body can take care of them and excrete them. And so if your gut wall is permeable, that can cause a redistribution, or you'll have redistribution or recirculation symptoms, as I like to call it. Basically, you go in a sauna and you feel like shit because the body was intelligently storing stuff away, and now you're trying to get rid of it, but it's not ready yet. The best way to deal with that, this is a long-winded way to answer it, but I want you to have the backstory, because literally hundreds of people that I have personally spoken to, there have had a huge difference in using a sauna just on its own and using a sauna and combining it with binders. And when I say binders, I have different videos about this. Most people just do activated charcoal. Other people like bentonite clay. It's all kinds of different things. There's liquid zeolites and all this stuff. What I have found to work consistently better for a large number of people is Enterosgel. I've got another video on YouTube. I think it's titled "The Best Detox Binders for Sauna Use" or for Sauna Detox or something like that. Go find that video, because some of these things have really weird names. Enterosgel is from Russia. You won't even be able to read the container, but I guarantee you, I bet my life on it. I use it myself. It is safe. A lot of people have stomach issues or IBS, or they have to be very careful when they take large doses of activated charcoal or things like that so they don't get constipated or it doesn't cause other issues. Enterosgel is very mild compared to that. You can take a lot of that stuff and it won't negatively affect you. Just drink the appropriate amount of water that it says on the instructions. Usually it's a teaspoon or a tablespoon with an 8-ounce glass of water. Now for me, I personally just don't like the texture of it, so I'll squeeze out. It comes in a tube, and it's not clear, but it has like a clear white look to it, and I'll squeeze out a tablespoon, put it in my mouth, and I'll just drink the glass of water. As a general rule, you don't eat within 2 hours of doing your sauna session. And so what I like to do is make sure that I'm adequately hydrated throughout the day. I don't eat 2 to 3 hours before my sauna session. If I do, it's something like fruit or something like that, nothing heavy. And then right before the sauna session, or while the sauna is preheating and I'm making my water and taking electrolytes and blah, 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 which may or may not be counterintuitive. If you take electrolytes with activated charcoal and it's like a little powder form, it's probably going to suck some of it up. But anyway, I'll take the Enterosgel and then I'll go do my sauna session. Some people are religious about taking a binder before the sauna session and after. If this was 2 years ago when I was feeling at my worst, I would probably do that too. But as a general rule, here's the difference that people experience. And this isn't just me. I'm pulling from all the hundreds of people that I've spoken with. As a general rule, they'll get a sauna, they'll start using it. Sometimes they can have headaches. Sometimes they can just feel really fatigued. Sometimes it's the next day. All kinds of different symptoms and things like that. Brain fog, or just feel like somebody whacked them upside the head. That's a lot of the experience with using a sauna without binders. Now, when they do turn to using binders, they feel much better. They don't have those symptoms. They come out of the sauna, they might be a little bit tired because you just sweat your ass off for, half hour, however long it was. But it's not the same It's just drastically different. And so what's happening is it's creating a buffer. You should obviously be changing your diet if your gut wall is permeable or you have leaky gut. You should obviously be doing everything that you can to help yourself. But in the meantime, if you take a substance that can line or at least drag along the bottom, like a fishing lure, when somebody does bottom fishing and they drag a lure across the bottom of the lake or the ocean or whatever to try to get bottom feeding fish, it's kind of like that. If you can have a substance in there that can latch on to the bad stuff so that even if you do have leaky gut, it's going to try its best to get some of it and pull it out, that can really help people. And so that's the way that I think about it. That's not a scientific way. I'm not a doctor, can't give medical advice, blah, 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 blah. You know the drill.